Welcome to Webinar Wednesday. Today we're going to look at the CFO role in working with D365 CRM. We're going to look at the sales pipeline, dashboards in CRM, how we can bring data from our other ERP systems into CRM, be that GP or some other ERP system using something called SmartConnect. We're also going to look at embedding data from other systems within CRM without actually writing an integration using a product called Popdock. Let's get started. As a CFO, you need to understand your sales pipeline and where your future sales are coming from. Today, we're going to look at sales pipeline dashboard and list of open opportunities and estimated revenue. Let's get started. As a CFO, it's important to understand future sales. One way we can do that inside of D365 is to look at the opportunity dashboard. So the opportunity dashboard that I have up here does show the different ratings of each opportunity that I have in the system. It does show the total number of open opportunities I have, ones I've won, ones I've lost, shows opportunities by account, and it also shows the pipeline of the opportunities. So I can have different processes associated with each opportunity. So let's just open up an opportunity and take a look at the pipeline phases. So if I open this up, I'll see there's a sales process, there's a quantify process, a develop, propose, and a close process. So as my opportunity moves between each one of these phases, I can set the status of them and then monitor that within my dashboard. I can also put estimated revenue also associated with my specific opportunity, and I do that by changing the estimated revenue, or in this case called budgeted amount category, and then also I can track communication within that against that opportunity, and then manage the communication between the sales team and that particular customer or potential customer. Let me just jump back to opportunities for a second. So the other thing I can do is I can also see a list view of opportunities. So I can see here's all the opportunities I have, here's the estimated revenue amount, here's the different statuses, here's the owner of each opportunity. So right now I'm looking at all opportunities, but I can go to my open opportunities, for example, and only see the opportunities that I have open that I'm managing as a salesperson. The other thing we can do is when working with opportunity dashboards, so I'll just reopen dashboards here. So right now I'm looking at a specific opportunity dashboards. I can select show visuals, see different visuals here. I can switch to a tile view. So I'm seeing also this by quarter, but I can switch this to different date periods that I want to see the dashboard. I can set up a custom time here. So let's just say this is 1900, so beginning of time. And I apply that. As you can see, I see basically the open opportunities, the same view we were looking at before. I can change the global filters that are applied. And as I indicated, all of these visuals are customizable, and I can have different visuals or tiles that I'm looking at, or lists. And let's just switch back to a stream view so I can select an opportunity, and I can edit it directly from here, or double click on it, and it gets me back to the same area that I was looking at to work with and manage my opportunities. If you'd like to learn more about working with opportunities and how you can customize your dashboards, please contact Profit Business Group by visiting us at www.profit.ca. Thank you.
CRM information and CFO dashboards. A CFO wants to look in one central place to find important information and data. A CRM dashboard is a perfect place to find such information. For example, would you like to know which services you have in your case counts in a quick glance? Use the CRM dashboard in Microsoft Dynamics 365 CRM to have ease of access to your data. Today you will notice that your CRM data is available in any platform, whether that's a computer, a telephone, a tablet, or an iPad. I've logged into my CRM system, and I'm going to start at my Tier 2 priority dashboard, and I can see that I have 2 cases by priority. I can see that I have phone calls that are pending, and I can see that I have active cases ongoing. Switching to my customer service performance dashboard, I can see that as a whole we have 26 cases. I can see who is working the cases, and I can see the cases by their subject. I've switched over to my Android telephone now and logged into CRM, and again I can look at my Tier 2 dashboard, or I can switch my dashboard through to my customer service performance, and I can see that same data that I saw online. A CFO may need to know this information to ensure that proper resources are being allocated. Using Power BI, these dashboards can pull data from anywhere to ensure that the CFO sees all relevant information in one place. For further information about CRM or dashboards, please contact Profit Business Group. You can visit us on the web at www.profit.ca.
Have you ever wanted to copy data from one system to another? How do you do that today? Do you export it to a file and manipulate it? Do you duplicate it by hand? How do you avoid human error? With SmartConnect, you can connect these data sources and automate the integration with maps. Imagine you're a CFO and you want to sync your customer data from Business Central to CRM. I'm going to show you these components and then run an integration. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show the Business Central tab I have open here. I have customers 10,000 through 50,000. Phone numbers match 1,000 to 5,000. And if you see tray research here, it's number 2,000. And if I go over my CRM system, you'll see that I have tray research already entered here. Somebody did that manually, and somebody made a mistake here and put the wrong phone number in. It's 4077. What I want to do is I want to bring over the 4 extra new records, and I'm going to update the one. Now if I go over my server here where I have SmartConnect open, on the Connections tab we make connections to Business Central and CRM. I'll enter in the information I need for Business Central, and I will do the same for the CRM system. Now on the data sources side here, we're going to find the customer information, and we're going to use the Business Central connection that we made over here previously. And I have the customer list and the customer card. Click modify here, you can see how I connected them by number, and I'm pulling back the fields I want. You click data, you should see the data that you want to integrate. I can click cancel and close that, and I'll go over to the integrations tab here. Now this is where the magic happens. I'll open this up, and what you'll see here is the data source. We have customers. That's what we made over here. You can click preview. There's the data I want. And on the destination side, I have the CRM demo here. That was the connection I made over here. I chose accounts, and down here you can map your information. Click preview again, and you'll see the data that you want. On the left hand side here is the source columns, and on the right hand side you got the destination. There's a lot of choices here, but I'm just choosing a few to make it a good example here. Press cancel there, and go ahead and run it. It's 5 records, and it goes through them quite quickly. It only took 2 seconds. Click done. Now if I go back to my CRM system, I'm going to click refresh, and I got those 4 records that I wanted. Here on tray research, it's been updated to the number 2000. This integration was just customer data. Within Business Central, you can expose pretty much any other type of data you as a user has access to. We could reverse this and point the CRM system to Business Central. There are also other types of connections you can make, like Dynamics GP, SQL Server, and REST APIs. Thanks for taking the time to watch this demo. To learn more about integrations with SmartConnect, contact us at Profit. Now that you know it's possible to pull data from one system to another through integration, suppose you have data that you want to access, but not necessarily stored in another system. Imagine you had access to customer accounts as a Dynamics CRM user, but you needed to see the sales orders in Business Central. It makes sense that you want customer data in both, and that would be easily managed by integrations. Sales orders, on the other hand, may only be needed in one accounting system. Today I'm going to show you an overview of Popdock. With Popdock, you can create a widget that will query data, which in turn can be embedded elsewhere. Now the first thing I'm going to show you is on the Business Central side here. We had some customers that we had integrated earlier, 10,000 through 50,000. I'll show you the CRM side. This is a modified version just so we show accounts, and that's all we're going to show. But as you can see, we have those accounts that we brought in. Now if I go back over to Business Central, we're going to look at the sales orders. And you'll see there's a couple in there, 2 for that account, customer and 1 for each for these ones. Now what we want to do is we want to show that on here somehow. We're going to use Popdock to do that. Now the first thing you have to do is you're going to have to set up a connector. I click connectors, and you can see I already have one, but I'll just show you a little bit here. And as you can see, there's a lot of stuff that we can connect to. What we wanted is Business Central, so we click Business Central. And you're going to have to enter a couple credentials here, but once you do that, you'll have your connector set up. Now, just to show you the connector works, I'm just going to make it a little new tab here, and we'll just type sales orders. And there it shows up right away. You click that, and you choose your company, and we'll click add, and this will create a new tab in Popdock. And there's all our sales orders. We're not going to use that today, but I just wanted to show you that. We're actually going to create a widget. Now I already have one set up here, but I'll just show you what's needed there. Click into it. And you just name it, choose the list, choose the connector that you created previously, company, and what you want to show, which is sales orders. And I click preview. And this should pull back everything just like you saw in the tab. So that's all 4 sales orders, and there's our 4 sales orders. The one extra thing added here is the account. This is the parameter. We want to be able to pull back all the sales orders for each customer specifically. We don't want to pull them all back for each customer. So that's set up there. Now what you're going to do is we're going to embed this into the form here. Now I'm not going to show you this because it's a little bit more involved, but I'll just show you the end result. So we knew that Adatum Corporation had 2. What I did here is I changed the form and I added this new tab, Invoices. And this is just embedded Popdock. So Popdock takes care of everything, and it knew to send 10,000 over, and here's the results from 10,000. The other ones that we have are School of Fine Arts and Alpine. So Alpine should have 1. And there it is. Tray Research, it didn't have any, so we shouldn't have any results here. Pulls back, and no records found. I'm going to go back to Popdock and show the connectors here, because I think this is where Popdock shines. You can see about 50 out-of-the-box connectors here. There's major databases like SQL Server, MySQL, Postgres, social media like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and there's other accounting and CRM systems. There's even a REST API connector to get the rest. Thanks for taking the time to watch today. If you'd like to learn more about Popdock, contact us at Profit. Have a great day.